Good afternoon. Welcome to Selvosky Field here in Bedford. I'm Harry Kozlowski here with former Bedford softball coach Jay Brewster here to call senior night for the Bedford Bulldogs.
Great to be here, Harry. Thank you.
And the seniors that we'll be honoring today for the Bulldogs include Shaylin Kane, Rachel Plumpton, Audrey Page, and Amelia Alden. All four are starting. We'll give you that starting lineup and give you some more information as soon as we come back from these messages of our underwriters.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or Copperdoor.com.
Welcome back to Selvosky Field. Jay, we were just talking about the records of both of these teams. Both teams come in with just 2 wins, 13 losses. Both have already been eliminated from the tournament. But, you know, spirits, just watching these young ladies warm up, spirits are high. They're in good mood. Both the Manchester team and Bedford seem to be coming in with a good attitude.
No, I agree. I mean, they both beat the same teams, Alvern and Nashua North, both coming off of wins, so they've got that going for them. And I think that, you know, the spirit is half the game, so.
We'll give you the starting lineups right now. In the field for the Bulldogs, on the mound, senior Audrey Page, and backing her up will be catcher Amelia Alden. At first, it's Kate Sturgis. At second, another senior, Rachel Plumpton. At short, Emma Albus. Chloe O'Toole at third. Then Grace Doobie in left field. Shaylin Kane, another senior for the Bulldogs, in center. And Emerson La Rochelle at right. Should mention, too, the seniors for the Manchester Central Memorial Kings. They include Eamon Barton, who is starting in this lineup. She's going to be in center field. Alicia Beeman, Mackenzie Allard, Michaela DeSelitz, and Kayla Albridge, who are not in the starting lineup. Those are all the Kings seniors for Manchester Central and Memorial.
Still strange to see the Knights colors gold and black for a Manchester team when it used to be so prominent with green and red for Memorial.
Well, so many of the Manchester programs are going co-op that they had to come up with a new identity.
Absolutely.
For these teams. So we're getting ready for the starting lineups here. The batting lineups, we'll give them to you for Manchester. Leading off will be second baseman Lacey Browning, followed by center fielder Eamon Barton. Kianella Gallego at short. She'll be batting third, and cleanup will be Janiyah Lofton, third baseman. So here we go, ready to go. First pitch as Lacey Browning comes to the plate. The Bulldogs meet at the mound to wish Audrey Page luck, and away we go. Let's play some ball. Page in the windup. That's high. Amelia Alden goes upstairs to catch that. Ball one.
The first batter up here could be a bunt.
1-0 count. Page delivers. This one low. Skips in.
Yeah, looks like she's swinging away.
She swings, and it is a strike, so 1-1. We're going to have to keep track because the scoreboard is not showing those. Another high one, 2-1. Lacey Browning letting that one go by. Page in for a strike. Count goes to 2-2. Page winds up, delivers a high one. I'm going to call that a ball. I guess
we were 3-2.
I guess the swing wasn't really called a strike, was it?
That's right.
So Browning gets to base. Like I said, the scoreboard is not showing balls and strikes, so we are guessing here. Up to the plate now is senior Eamon Barton, center fielder. She wears number 12. First pitch, a little bit high.
It's one of the things that's been plaguing Bedford, not just this year, but for the past several years. Just it's hard to get consistent games when you don't have consistent pitching, and that sometimes happens.
Page delivers high once again, 2-0.
A lot of these girls all play summer ball, but they're not necessarily pitchers for their summer leagues.
Page delivers, that's high, 3-0. Looks like Barton's willing to let her find the strike zone on her own. I mean, frankly, the scores that Bedford has been giving up during the year look more like football scores than baseball scores or softball scores. Another high one, and that's going to be, they're going to call that caught the strike zone, so 3-1.
The last game that Bedford played against Alvern, they won, but Alvern gave up 24 walks in the last game.
Contact made, hit foul. Count goes full, 3-2. Lacey Browning at first. Eamon Barton at the plate with a full count. We're in the top of the first, no score. Pop up, this is going to be played at second base. And the catch is made by Rachel Plumpton, a senior celebrating her night. So one down for the Kings, and up to the plate now is Kianali Gallego, number 14. She's the shortstop. One down in the top of the first. High, ball one.
I'd imagine that Browning has some speed here, the runner at first base. Let's see if she tries to steal.
And that strikes Gallego. She'll take the base, so 2 runners on for the Kings. Browning goes to second, Gallego at first, and the cleanup hitter Lofton coming up. Number 16 plays third base. Audrey Page delivers high, ball one. Nobody. Both runners for the Kings taking big leads there. Being aggressive on the base path. That one, I believe, misses again, so 2-0. Count goes to 3-0 to Lofton.
A lot of times those, especially the runner at second base, you could advance to third on a throw back to the pitcher.
That's popped up, and that'll go foul right over our broadcast location next to the Kings dugout. So the count 3-1.
Bedford taking the third base dugout this year as their home dugout.
Closer to the snack bar. And that misses, and that'll load the bases with one down. Lofton goes to first, and now batting will be the number 5 batter, Kaylin McGuire, first base.
Interesting to see if Bedford brings their infield in here. Early in the game, they may not try to knock down the runner at home plate, but it's early, so they may not.
Well, they've got one out, and I guess it depends whether they think they have a double play ball, whether they try to take it to home plate.
Tough to throw it, unless it's hit right to the bag. It's going to be tough to turn a double play, but we'll see.
So Kaylin McGuire, another righty hitter here for the Kings. Ball low, ball one. Page delivers, that one gets away from her, ball 2. Bases are loaded with Kings, one out, top of the first. Swing and a miss, strike one. 2-1 the count. That was a perfect pitch right there.
It was.
Got McGuire to swing. McGuire makes contact, played by the second baseman, throw to first. They're going to allow one run to score.
Not a whole lot she could do with that. Runner was going to be safe at second base.
So one run scores. but 2 outs here for the Bulldogs. That went off the bat, so that'll count as a strike. That is Kylie Levesque, number 7, the right fielder.
There we go.
Finds the strike zone, Audrey Page does, and the count is 0-2. Ball in the ground, but in front of the catcher, Amelia Alden, so everybody stays put. Runners at second and third, 2 down here in the top of the first. Manchester Kings lead 1-0. And strikeout looking on Levesque. And that ends the inning. No hits, but 3 walks. 1 run scores.
1 hit batsman.
1 hit batsman, and we at the end of a half. It's 1-0 Manchester. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. And we're back for bottom of the first inning. Bedford trailing 1-0 here, and leading off is Emma Albus, the shortstop. Strike in there from Erin Hill. Ball low, 1-1.
Used to be a time where the pitcher had to have both feet on the rubber to start their motion toward home plate, but now they do allow them to take that step back there.
Correction on the pitcher's name, sorry, it's Ellen Hill. Number 2. Delivers low, gets away from catcher Hannah Fulham. Counters 1-2. Or sorry, 2-1. Hill winds up. Another low ball. Count is 3-1 to Emma Albus.
Here we go.
In for a strike. Count is full, 3-2.
Just about all the top teams in Division 1 anyway, and probably all throughout all 4 divisions. Predominantly pitching kind of rules the roost.
A swing into the dirt. Count remains 3-2 for Emma Albus. Swing and a miss.
Swung and a strike.
Ellen Hill with the strikeout on Emma Albus. So 1 down for the Bulldogs. And one of our seniors, Amelia Alden, the catcher, number 24, at the plate. That was in for a strike. Count is 0-1. That's high, but contact made to third base. The throw in time. So Lofton to McGuire, and 2 down for the Bulldogs. That goes down 5-3. And now with 2 down, Emerson LaRochelle, the lefty, number 16, at the plate.
A little outside.
A little bit outside there for the ball. 1-0. That was a nice fielding play there by Janiyah Lofton. Popped up. We'll see if anybody gets to it. No, it's going to go foul into the dugout area. So count is 1-1. LaRochelle at the plate, hitting left. Ellen Hill throws a
ski ball,
cricket ball, wicked googly in the dirt. 2-1. Ball must have slipped out of her hand. Another low one. Count 3-1.
Showing some patience at the plate, which is good. Not swinging at anything that's out of the strike zone.
Let's see if La Rochelle can get a rally going here with 2 outs. 3-1 count.
But you're good, Ellen. You're good, kid.
Ellen Hill delivers. And La Rochelle will take a base on balls.
That's a good eye.
Yeah, that was not
Not that far out of the zone.
that far out. You're right. So now at the base is Chloe O'Toole. Ball inside for a strike.
Took something off of that one. That was a change.
Bulldogs with a runner on base, 2 outs. That one in the dirt, and La Rochelle will advance on a wild pitch.
Tying run in scoring position.
That's all it takes, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
To get somebody to second. We'll see if O'Toole can make some contact here. That's low. 2 balls. Good crowd here at Slavovsky Field for senior night. And O'Toole had to jump out of the way, 3 balls. La Rochelle at second. 2 down here for the Bulldogs. Trying to stay alive here, down 1-0. Swing and chop foul. Count is full, 3-2.
Missed the cars.
Yeah, my car is is in the field of danger there.
Yeah, I parked and hooks it. Full count.
Nice pop-up. It's going to be played by the second baseman. The catch made by Lacey Browning, and that's going to end the inning. 4 runners up, just a ball, 1 left on the bases, and the score remains after 1-0 Manchester. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. Welcome back to second inning action here, top of the second. Kings are up. Harper LaFond, number 13, left fielder. Audrey Page delivers, I believe, a strike. Was that a strike?
It was. Audrey's settling in.
Just got to find that zone. Contact made by Levesque, fighting the ball off. That's a foul. Counts as a strike. Count is 0-2.
Just give her nothing good to swing at here. Nice changeup.
And that got LaFond to swing at that. So 2 strikeouts for Audrey Page, and that brings up Avery Menzwar, the designated hitter, number 3 for the Manchester Kings. Low in the dirt, ball 1.
Got ahead of the count, the last hitter, and then she kept her off balance for the entire at bat. And key is to get ahead.
Audrey Page winds up, delivers, contact, slow roller back to Page into first base, a little bit off, but catch it made. So 1-3 out, and Menzwar goes down, and the Kings are down 2 outs. And coming up, the number 9 hitter, pitcher Ellen Hill, number 2.
Nice.
A high strike there from Audrey Page. This one a little low, bounces in front of Hill, 1-1.
Tried the changeup again. Good idea.
That's fouled away. 1-2. Or 2-1. 2-1, sorry.
No, 1-2.
1-2?
Yep. Head of the count here, so now she can basically dictate.
Just as Bill Jennings predicted, I was going to go for our camera. So 2 strikes on Hill.
You know, for a guy.
Oh, now they found us the glove.
Now they found the glove.
All right. Bill is looking for a glove to protect that camera. Could have used it there.
Yeah, watch this.
And a line drive into left field, and
Out.
the throw to first is in time.
Nice play by the right fielder.
So that was Emerson La Rochelle getting it to Kate Sturgis for a rare 9-3 out. And the Kings go down 1-2-3.
Talk about that. You guys should serve the glove.
So now we have a glove.
Harry, right here.
So
No, that's for me.
okay, here it is.
It's the Bill Jennings one.
Oh, I can't even get my hand in it. Are your hands small enough for this, or are you going to have to adjust it?
But the Manchester Central girls get.
So thank you very much to the Kings to loaning us a glove. There we go. I just had to undo that. So Bill, that's going to be your job.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
Protect that camera. Who cares about me or Jay? It's
Yeah.
the camera that's got to be saved here. We'll come back for the bottom of the second. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. And welcome back to Slovosky Field here
Bill.
for the bottom of the second. And the pitch there from Ellen Hill, sorry about that, it is low. Bill Jennings showing off that glove work,
Sorry.
operating the camera with a baseball glove on. That's in for a strike on Shaylin Kane, number 21 center fielder, one of the seniors celebrating her night tonight. Count is 1-1.
Oh, yeah.
Manchester leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Contact is made. Lofton's got to run it out, and it's a tie at the base, and Kane, showing some speed, runs out that out and gets on base.
Good hustle all the way up the line.
You know, Lofton did a good job playing the ball, but that ball was a slow roller. It took her a while before she was able to pick it up and throw it to first baseman Kayla McGuire. So at the plate now, it's pitcher Audrey Page. She takes a strike, 0-1.
That's 2 plays in a row that happens quite often in softball. Right fielder throwing out someone at first, and the batter beating out a ground ball at second.
Oh, big hit there from Page, and that's going to go
Over
the wall. Page goes yard on senior night, and the Bulldogs take a 2-1 lead.
So Audrey will be going to NHTI next year, and she is playing softball there, and now we know why.
That ball carried on the still evening. 200-foot fence. Plenty of distance afterwards. So just like that, with one swing, the Bulldogs flip the script and they take a 1-run lead here, 2-1. No outs, and senior Rachel Plumpton coming up to bat. The number 7 batter. Number 11, Plumpton. Let's see if the Bulldogs can add to this lead. Ellen Hill winds up, and this one goes in the dirt. It looked like it caught Plumpton on the shoe, but
Yeah, I kind of thought that got her back
take a
foot.
base.
Apparently not. Rachel will be going to University of Maine next year, majoring in environmental science and playing club softball.
That was inside, ball 2. 2-0 count now to Rachel Plumpton. Ball high, Plumpton swings, and it goes foul to the backstop. 1-2. 2-1, sorry, 2-1. Here's the delivery. A little bit low. Count goes to 3-1 here. Bulldogs up 2-1 thanks to Shaylin Kane legging out a base hit, and then Audrey Page hitting a homer.
Hill has to come to her here, so it might be a good pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss. And second strikeout for
Not 3-2.
no, sorry, 3-2. Got a little ahead of myself here.
You were ahead of yourself.
Yeah, I was ahead of myself, but she did strike out. So Plumpton goes down. Second strikeout there for Ellen Hill. And that's just the first out. So Kate Sturgis coming up, first base. Number 28. Bulldogs up 2-1 here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Probably a good time to mention the Bedford head coach is Chris LeMay, and he has his daughter, who's a softball player at Merrimack College, playing over here coaching at first base, Katie LeMay.
That one is hit to the backstop. Sturgis. Count goes to 0-2.
Katie, a 2022 graduate of Bedford High.
Hill winds up. And a hit right to the first baseman, Kayla McGuire, is out number 2. And Grace Doobie, the left fielder, number 7, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, trying to stay alive here. That's high, ball 1. Beautiful evening still, no wind, not even that buggy.
Not that bad.
And a good crowd here at Salvosky Field. A little bit off, and that's ball 2.
Bedford showing good discipline at the plate, not chasing anything that's out of the strike zone, waiting for their pitch to come to them.
So 2-0 to Doobie. That one finds the strike zone, 2-1. Ellen Hill back on the mound, delivers. High straight swing there and a miss, 2-2. It's got to be a little hard to judge those balls. It's not like a baseball where the ball's coming down and softballs are coming up at you sometimes.
From the hip, yep.
And that goes off the bat, and that keeps Grace Doobie's at bat alive. Count remains 2-2. Staying alive once again. Foul to the backstop.
Those are all strikes that she's swinging for, so that's good discipline. Ruin the pitch. Nope.
Swing and a miss, and that is, the ball came loose and thrown to first anyway to get her out. So another K for Ellen Hill, her third, and that shuts down the Bulldogs in the bottom of the second, but not before Audrey Page hit a home run with Shaylin Kane on base. It's now Bedford 2, Manchester 1. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. Welcome back for third inning action here. Bulldogs up 2-1 here. And a hit directly to the shortstop, Emma Albus. And one down on one swing for Lacey Browning, who walked in the first inning.
Top of the order here. That was Lacey batting number 1, right?
Yes, it was. So it flies out to 6, and now Eamon Barton at the plate. She also walked in the first.
Page has really found her zones here the last couple of innings. Getting into a routine.
A little bit low. That's a ball. High, another ball. It looks also too like Audrey's throwing a little quicker.
I believe so.
Getting those pitches off a lot faster. Another high one. That's 3-1. Eamon Barton at the plate for the Kings. She got stranded at third base, and she will get another walk here in the third. And Kayanali Gallego, shortstop, also walked in the first. She's got a base runner. Page delivers, and that's in for a strike. Bulldogs up 2-1.
I'm guessing, but I think we have some speed at first base.
And here's a hit. The second fumbled a little bit, but the ball got to home base, to the plate, and at third, Eamon Barton slides. Very aggressive base running there. So even though Gallego's out at first, Barton decides to go for two bases and succeeds, getting all the way to third. Now 2 down.
That was a great slide at third base, too, by the way. She came in and basically slid past the bag and caught it with her hands, avoiding the tag.
So Janiyah Lofton now. She flew out to second at her first at-bat. In for a strike. King's runner, Barton, at third base. Page quickly delivers and swings and misses. It's away. Throw to first in time. And that's going to end the inning. So even though Barton got to home plate, third out. And that will do it. Another strikeout for Audrey Page. So a quick inning there, 1, 2, 3, 4. And after 2.5, Bulldogs lead 2-1. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. Welcome back here for the bottom of the third inning. While we've got a moment, we at BCTV and WBNH would like to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage. They include Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Internet Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and great New Hampshire restaurants like T-Bones and the Copper Door. Top of the order here for the Bulldogs. Strike taken there by Emma Albus. She struck out in the first inning. Ellen Hill still on the hill, and she delivers a swing and a miss there for Albus. She's down
0-2.
0-2.
Want to bet on a changeup?
Now she delivers it swiftly, and Harper LaFond is right there. The drive from Albus is caught by the left fielder. So now Amelia Alden up to the plate. She grounded out, 5-3 in the first. That's in for a strike. Ellen Hill. Hill with 3 strikeouts in the game so far, but she did give up a 2-run homer in the second to Audrey Page. Swing and a miss there too, 0-2.
Amelia Alden is going to Georgia Tech next year, majoring in biomedical engineering.
Good contact there, but it's foul. Hits the snack shack. So she stays alive, 0-2. That's high, good eye there. Alden lets that one sail overhead. Count now 1-2. That one in the dirt, 2-2. One down here in the bottom of the third.
Alden working her way back into the count here.
That one is inside ball, 3-2, count full for Ellen Hill. And a swing and a miss, ball's in the dirt, so the throw to first will guarantee the out. 4th strikeout there for Ellen Hill. 2 down for the Bulldogs, and here comes Emerson La Rochelle. She walked and advanced to second on a wild pitch. Didn't get any further though. 2 down here for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the third. Hill delivers outside, ball 1.
Be good to put a couple of runs on the board here.
Another high pitch, 2-0. See if they can get another rally going here. A great hit there, but right to second. Throw to first is in time, so Lacey Browning to Kaylin McGuire. 4-3, and 3 up, 3 down for the Bulldogs.
2 well-hit balls in that inning, both for outs.
And after 3 full, it's Bedford 2, Manchester 1. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. And welcome back to Salvoski Field for the 4th inning. Kaylin McGuire, first base. She fouls it down the first base line, 0-1. McGuire hit into a fielder's choice, but that scored a run. Another foul, 0-2.
Again, ahead in the count. This is exactly where she wants to be.
Trying to get my phone back on. Yeah.
Page throws high, and she goes. McGuire chases that one too. So that keeps the count at 0-2. She's determined to swing at everything. I mean, she had to really reach up to make contact with that ball. She's now in the dirt. Finally a ball to Kaylin McGuire. Count is 1-2. Bulldogs lead 2-1 here.
Ellie.
Top of the 4th.
Ellie, there's another one right there.
Page delivers high. Count evens up at 2.
Paige wearing that brace on her right push-off leg.
Another foul behind the backstop. Count remains 2-2 here to Kaylin McGuire. Trying to solve Audrey Page here. Contact made, right to second. Good scoop there to first in time.
Nice play.
Kaylin goes down 4-3. Plumped into Sturgis there on the combination.
Nice backhanded grab over at second base. Got herself back up, threw her accurately over to first. I think we have a pinch hitter.
So got to get a name here. One moment. We will get that for you.
Dead ear right now.
So we're trying to get that player number here for you. She's wearing number 1, right? Oh yeah, that is DeSellis. She's one of the seniors. DeSellis, I'm sorry, that's the name. DeSellis. Hit and takes the base, so she gets the job done. So DeSillis takes the base, and now we've got Harper LaFond. Swings at a high pitch, strike 1.
Swinging at a lot of high pitches. Whole team.
LaFond struck out in the 2nd inning.
Going.
Throw to short, but DeSellis gets in time. Stolen base. So now the Kings have DeSellis in scoring position with nobody out.
And without the benefit of a hit.
So was that a ball on?
I believe it was.
So the count is 1-1 now to LaFond. She makes contact. That's hit high in the air, and that's going to go foul. So 1-2 the count now. One and two to Harper LaFawn. Page delivers, high swing, and another K for Audrey Page. 2 down now for the Kings, and now Avery Menswar. She grounded out 1-3 in the second inning. One base runner for the Kings at second. The Selitz, speedster, number 1.
Yeah, not taking a secondary lead. She gets her lead off and then doesn't advance any further.
Ball in the dirt. That's going to give the Selitz a chance to advance to third on wild pitch. So Michaela DeSelitz, number 1, gets hit by a pitched, steals second, advances to third on a wild pitch. High throw there to Avery Menswar for a ball. And just like that, she is just 60 feet away from tying this game. Page delivers, gets Menswar to swing.
The Knights only have, what, 1 hit?
I will tell you in just a moment. No, technically no hits. The run was scored on a fielder's choice.
Right.
And a strike.
Out of the inning.
That is strikeout number 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 for Audrey Page, and that's going to end the top of the 4th. And still, the score remains 2-1 Bedford. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or Copperdoor.com.
Welcome back to Silvosky Field for the bottom of the 4th. Bulldogs with a 2-1 lead. And Chloe O'Toole, I believe, at the bat. Number 22. Makes contact, and Lofton will make the catch on the third base line. So O'Toole out F5, and that's a quick out there for the Bulldogs. And Shaylin Kane, center fielder, she legged out a base hit in the second and then was brought home by a home run by a pitcher, Audrey Page. A low pitch there by Ellen Hill, and the count is 1-0. That one's a little higher. That finds the strike zone. 1-1.
Kane right on top of the plate.
Another strike thrown by Ellen Hill. 1-2.
With the exception of that home run, Hill's pitched a real good game.
Yeah, she's only given up 2 hits. Oh, nice fly swatter hit there into center field. That's going to put O'Toole on base, so she's 2 for 2.
Page coming up.
Reached high for that ball, made contact. Gets on base here and set the stage here for Audrey Page. She hit a dinger, 2-runner in the second inning here. Let's see what she does here. Hill delivers low to Page, 1-0.
Not much of a lead off of first base, but I would think that she's got some speed.
Let's see if Page can deliver some power here. 1-0 count. That one's high, but a strike. 1-1. Hill delivers. And this one's going to go foul just in front of us. Bill Jennings ready with the glove. No, you're not wearing a glove. Bill.
Too much offense.
They gave you a glove to protect the camera.
Yeah.
That's hit in the air.
That's trouble. Nope.
Oh, what a catch. Great catch there by Gallego. So Page is out, and Shaylin Kane able to get back to first, so 2 down.
She was all the way down to second base on that.
So with 2 down, Rachel Plumpton coming up. She struck out in second. The pitch, that's high. Ball 1.
Go, Rachel.
Hill lines up. That one looked good, but inside, ball 2. Next pitch. That one finds the strike zone, 1-2. Or 2-1, sorry. Ellen Hill. Another pitch. There's Shaylin takes a start towards second, but Plumpton fouls it back, so Kane has to come back.
They're swinging at those high pitches, but the umpire is calling those strikes, so they're being defensive at bats, even though it looks like they're swinging at high pitches.
And this one's going to drop, but caught easily by Lacey Browning. So that ends the inning for the Bulldogs. 1 stranded on base, no runs, and 1 hit. And after 4 complete, it's 2-1 Bedford. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. Welcome back to the top of the 5th here. Bedford leads 2-1. Here's a bunt.
Nobody here.
Oh, the first is
Got her.
in time.
Nice coverage by the second baseman.
Ellen Hill lays down the bunt on the first pitch. And it's well played by Chloe O'Toole, able to get it to Kate Sturgis in time. So
Actually, I think that went over to Plumpton, right? Plumpton was covering from second.
and there's a pitch to the top of the order, Lacey Browning. So what was that play? Was it the shortstop?
No, it worked 5.
Yeah, it was 5-4.
5-4, because second baseman was covering.
Okay.
Another nice
Drive to third.
Beautiful.
Throw to Sturgis in time, and that one is 5-3. I'm sorry, 5-4 was the first one. That was 5-3.
Yep.
So 2 down quickly for the Kings, and Eamon Barton, who walked in the first and in the third, got stranded both times at third base.
So the Knights are making contact, but Bedford's playing good defense.
2-1 is the score. Bedford up. High pitch there from Page. Misses. Ball 1. Or ball 2, sorry. That one finds the strike zone. 2-1. Count is even now, 2 apiece, 2-2. 2 down here in the 5th, top of the 5th. Page delivers high, and that is a walk. So I had the count wrong, it was 3-2. And Eamon Barton, 3 walks in a row, 1st, 3rd, and 5th.
Consistent.
So she gets on base, and now it is Kianali Gallego.
She's going.
There's a slow roller to third, and the throw to Sturgis is in time, and that's going to do it. So another 5-3 out by the Bulldogs. No runs, no hits, no errors, no walks, one left on base. Oh, sorry, one hit. Or no, sorry, one walk for Manchester. And it's still 2-1 Bedford after 4.5.
Wait a second.
Well, we've got a little bit of a discussion here. What's the... No, it looks like they're allowing the inning to end. We'll come back for the bottom of the 5th. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. Bottom of the 5th inning here at Salvosky Field. Bulldogs lead 2-1. Ellen Hill still on the mound for the Manchester Kings. And it's going to be the number 8 hitter, Kate Sturgis, I believe, number 28. Flied out to first base in the 2nd inning. Low, ball 1. Hill delivers again. That is fouled back, so 1-1.
Hill's only walked one this whole game.
Yeah, I was just checking. I was just doing my math here, and you're right. Ellen Hill only has 1 walk. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs have 4 walks and 1 hit batsman. Another contact made low. A little bit of a golf swing for Sturgis, and the count goes to 1-2. Hill delivers hit toward third base. This could be trouble, but Lofton's able to chase it down, so Sturgis goes down. F6, 1 down for the Bulldogs. And Grace Doobie, number 9 hitter, coming up.
A lot of plays at third base for both teams.
Doobie struck out in the 2nd inning. And a high pitch is called a strike. 0-1. Hill approaches the rubber, takes her windup. That's a little too high. 1-1. This has been a pretty quick game.
It has.
Things moving well. Hill delivers low. 2-1.
Getting to the point where we may think about putting the lights on.
They might have another 45 minutes of daylight here. The way this game's going, it could be over before then. That was inside, looked good, but inside, ball 3.
I just realized I have my sunglasses on. That's why it's so dark.
Oh, yeah, I took mine off already. Doobie makes contact. Now when I don't know if the shortstop Gallego made the catch cleanly or she got it off the ground, but either way she got it to first base. So
I think
we will call that a 6-3.
I think it was a short hop.
Short hop. So top of the order now. Emma Albus struck out, flew out to center. Sorry, flew out to left in the 3rd. Albus shows flashes a bunt, but allows it to go strike instead. 0-1. 2 down for the Bulldogs here. They lead 2-1. Bottom of the 5th inning. That one is hit foul down the third base line, so the count quickly 0-2 for the Bulldogs. Both these teams are already eliminated from the postseason tournament. Playing for pride here. High, 1-2. Senior night here for the Bulldogs. Curiously, this is not the last home game. They have 2 more, but they decided to celebrate senior night tonight.
I think originally it was the second to last game on the schedule. I think it gets switched around. Some rainouts. Hard to believe there were rainouts, huh?
Ball in the dirt. 2-2 the count. So Emma Albus now with a 2-2 count waits and makes contact right to Lofton. She stabs it, throws it to first. McGuire with the catch. So another great 6-3 play. Lofton's actually been pretty busy. A lot of the action's been going down to third base.
Third base.
So for the Bulldogs, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And after 5 complete, it's 2-1 Bedford. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. Welcome back to Salvoski Field. While we've got a moment, we at BCTV and WBNH would like to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage. They include Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and great New Hampshire restaurants like T-Bones and the Copper Door. Number 4 hitter cleanup, Janiyah Lofton. She flew out to second base and struck out in the third. That's high, ball 1. Lofton's been very busy on defense. A lot of the hits going her way.
Yeah, both third basemen have been pretty active.
Another high one, 2-0. Page still in the game. She's got 5 strikeouts. Here's a ball hit into a dangerous area. Center fielder makes the catch, Shaylin Kane. That ball was dropping between Rachel Plumpton and Shaylin Kane, and Kane came up and made the catch. So Lofton is out 5-8. Kayla McGuire, first baseman. She's got an RBI in this game, a fielder's choice. In the first, she swings, strike 1, and she was put out 4-3 in the 4th inning.
The contact that has been made by the Knights from Page hasn't been real strong.
That's in the dirt. Bowler there for ball 1. Swing and a miss. So a count is 1-2 to Kayla McGuire. Audrey Page having a terrific night here. That got away from her a little high. 2-2. 5 strikeouts, 1 run. And technically a no-hitter. There's another strikeout for Page. Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to bring up no-hitters.
They didn't hear you. You're good.
That 1 run was scored on a fielder's choice, and the runner reached base on a walk. So now DeSillets, who came in for Kylie Levesque. DeSillets was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Got stranded at third. Contact, but down the foul left on the third base line. So 1-1's the count.
Page has really settled in after that first inning.
Page delivers. That was a changeup. That was a lob. Little slow pitch softball action.
Has a future in the co-ed league.
This one a little quicker in the dirt. Ball. So 3-1 to DeSillets. Hit right back to Page for the 3rd out. That ends the inning.
That may have been the
F1.
hardest hit of the day.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, no walks, nobody left on base. Going to the bottom of the 6th, still 2-1 Bedford. You're watching Bedford softball, BCTV. Welcome back to Salvoski Field, bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs lead 2-1, and Amelia Alden at the plate. Ground out 5-3 in the first, struck out in the 3rd. Ellen Hill still pitching for the Manchester Kings, and she delivers a low one in the dirt, ball 1. Oh, great contact there. Will it stay fair, though? Nope. Hook's foul. That one had a lot behind it, but unfortunately went foul on the third base line, so count is 1-1.
Just a little bit ahead of that one.
Just saying that Manchester has stranded 5 runners in this game. Another hit, pop up. This is going to go to second. Easily played there by Lacey Browning, so F4 ends the at-bat for Amelia Alden, bringing up Emerson La Rochelle. She walked, advanced on a wild pitch, and then ground out 4-3 in the third. I think she also almost hit us with the
I think she did.
with a foul ball.
The only lefty hitter in the Bedford lineup.
Oh, that was a low ball, low strike there. 0-1. That's outside, 1-1. Bulldogs scoring, coming on a 2-run dinger from Audrey Page in the second inning, bringing in Shaylin Kane. La Rochelle holds, takes the ball, 2-1.
Page really doing it all for Bedford today. Pitching well, counts for both of their runs.
And that's a hit right off the pitcher. Another base hit there for the Bulldogs, La Rochelle. That line drive went right off of Ellen Hill. I hope she's okay. So with a runner on base, Chloe O'Toole comes up. She flew out to second and then flew out to third in her previous at-bats. Low strike, 0-1.
I think we got a steal on the books here. Nope.
A swing
That's over her
into
head.
left
Over her head.
field,
Fair
and
ball.
that's going to drop. Misplayed by Hopper LaFond, but the result is just a single base, so Chloe O'Toole with a long single gets on first, advances La Rochelle to second, so with 2 runners on and 1 out. Shaylin Kane coming up, 2 base hits, second and fourth inning. Let's see if she can keep the streak going here. A little bit of movement there from the runners, but the ball is low for a ball. Want to know the count?
Yeah, on that play, La Rochelle probably should have been a little bit closer to second base to see what happens with that ball.
That one's high.
May have been able to advance to third.
2-0 count. Shaylin Kane at the plate. 2 runners on base. That was in for a strike. 2-1. Hill with the pitch.
Nope.
Kane fouls it back. That hit somebody's car.
That's an insurance claim.
I don't think that was mine, though. So the count, 2-2. Shaylin Kane awaits the pitch from Hill. Low. Good eye, for sure. 3-2, the count goes full. Kane can afford to be patient here with just 1 out. There's a hit, right to second. Tag and a throw to first for 2 outs. What's the call here? Are they going to call that a tag out?
Well, she tagged her with a glove and the ball was in her right hand, so.
So this is interesting. Okay, what's the call? So is La Rochelle safe at third? We'll find out.
Yeah, I think she's safe at third, and I think that's going to be the call.
But the throw to first was in time, so that should be an out to Kane.
Yep.
She'll call me. She'll call.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're going to call La Rochelle safe at third because Gallego had the ball in her glove or had the ball in her hand and
Right.
tagged with the glove.
But they're not making this call at first base over here.
2 outs, go 1.
She's out at first.
Wait, they're trying to get the officials are talking things over. I think
out at
they
first.
called her safe at first, but she was definitely
Yeah, she should be out at
she
first.
should be
base.
out at first,
What happened is the shortstop tagged the base runner with
and
her
she's
glove.
out. Okay, they corrected the call.
Right.
So Kane is out. It's going to be 6-3 for Kane, but La Rochelle will be safe at third despite the tag from Gallego. O'Toole advances to second. So the Bulldogs have 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th and a chance to get a little insurance run here with the power hitting Audrey Page. 2-run homer in the second and a fly out to short in the 4th inning. Table is set for Page here. Could add to her big night.
Nice to get an insurance run or two.
Yeah, she doesn't have to hit it. It doesn't have to go yard here. Just a bloop single would be just fine. Score both runners. That's high, ball 1. A little bit of conference here before this at bat. And there's a slow roller. Who's going to play it? Lofton's going to get it. The throw off the mark.
2 runs.
2 runs will score. Page will advance to second base and picks up another 2 RBIs. Now, how are we going to call that an error? An error on Lofton.
Error on the throw.
So E6 on Page.
Hey, guys, we still got it. We're still in it.
I'm going to do a courtesy runner for our Page here.
You're still in it.
So O'Toole scores, La Rochelle scores. Page will take a seat. And a new runner here for the Bulldogs, number 8. Trying to get you a number on that. That's going to be Aubrey Nemitz. Pinch running for Page. And at the plate is Rachel Plumpton. She struck out, flew out to second base. There's a hit right back to the pitcher, Hill, and she throws them out. So it's 1-3 for Plumpton. That ends the inning, but not before the Bulldogs score 2 runs on an E6. And score now is Bedford 4, Manchester 1. You're watching Bedford softball on BCTV. Welcome back to the Salvoski Field, top of the 7th. Bedford leads 4-1. And Page stays in the game to pitch on senior night. Ball 1 to Harper LaFond. Struck out in the 2nd and the 4th. This time hit right to Chloe O'Toole. F6.
Having a day at third base.
LaFond goes down. And there go the lights. The lights are on at Salvoski Field. 1 down here for the Manchester Kings, down to their last 2 outs here.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't have, as the home team, I probably wouldn't have put the lights on when they're coming up to bat.
Yeah, well, that's what the whole home field advantage is for. And we have a new hitter, I believe, right?
Number 18.
Number 18. Got to get a number here for you. First pitch is high. Number 18 is Kaylee Allard. She is not sure if she's a senior or not. 2-0 is the count. Allard hits it right to first. Sturgis runs to the base, and it's going to be
Plenty of time.
out by number 3, first base. 2 outs for the Kings. They're down to their last at-bat here, and it's Ellen Hill
We're not going to say what's
rounded out.
here, right?
What?
We're not going to say what's pending here.
No. Page with a strike. Page has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts here in this game. That's low. Ball 1. 1-1. Page grounded out in the second as well as the fifth. There's a hit. Played by the second baseman. A throw to first. And I believe that's it.
That'll do it. I believe that's a no-hitter, right?
It is a no-hitter on senior night for the senior Audrey Page. Not only that, but she scored 4 RBIs. I mean, you couldn't ask for a bigger night.
Couldn't have had a better night.
So the Bulldogs get their third win, 4-1. Let's give you just a quick recap on the scoring. Manchester got on the board first. In the first inning, it was Kaylin McGuire who hit into a fielder's choice. That scored Lacey Browning, and that made it 1-0 Manchester. Then in the second inning, Shaylin Kane legged out a base hit, and then right after, Audrey Page hit a 200-foot shot to center field, a home run, 2 RBIs right there, made it 2-1 Bedford. And then it wasn't until the sixth inning when Emerson La Rochelle got on base, Coley O'Toole got on base as well. Then Audrey Page at bat makes contact. The throw to first was ruled an error on the third baseman Lofton. 2 runs scored. That made the game 4-1, and Page gets credit for the RBI. So big night for Audrey Page here on senior night. And
Yeah, a lot of little things add up to the win.
Yes, they do. So congratulations to the Bulldogs for their third win. Jay Brewster, thank you for joining me on the
You're welcome,
broadcast.
Harry. Thanks for having me.
Andrew Fenn back at the studio with the replays and whatnot. And, of course, Bill Jennings with the camera and the glove. Good job protecting the equipment there, Bill Jennings. We appreciate that. Of course, quickly thanking our underwriters, Primary Bank, Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and great New Hampshire restaurants like T-Bones and the Copper Door. I'm Harry Kozlowski. So long from Salvowski Field. Final score, Bedford 4, Manchester 1.